Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 9 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so just to do a quick recap from the last episode, we established a new forestry area. I've paused all of those just to let some of those trees grow in so we can kind of have a buffer, similar to like what we have going on here. If you'll notice, I let some stuff build up, let ourselves get a little surplus of logs going on, just so that we can not have to wait around so much for stuff to get built. So first of all, let's go ahead and clear out all of this so that we can get some more potatoes planted. So once they clear all of that out, we'll be able to get some more potatoes planted. As well as, alright, so there's no more storage space for carrots. What about for potatoes? There is, so I'll let them come along and take those. The logs and planks they should take. No carrots, no carrots. Yeah, so they should clear out the rest of that. And then we can actually have them plant some more potatoes in there. And hopefully clear out the, the rubble. Anyway, so let's get into how we're going to lay this out. So this is going to be primarily a forestry and hopefully also a metal district. So with that being the case, I want to make sure that I have enough range to get over to this metal. So what I'm thinking is we will get some double platforms and we'll just kind of square off this this area right here. And we'll just get all of that built. So let's kind of come in here and prioritize that. I don't think I have anything else queued up to be built right now. So that shouldn't take too long. Now, one other thing that I am going to do is I'm just going to build a little staircase down this way, just for future expansion. And then I'm going to come into well-being and get a campfire in here for these people, for this area. I think that'll be good. So we can get that built kind of at our leisure. This is more important to get this stuff built down here, so that we can get this new district established. And then basically send them all of our dynamite. Now, that being said, I could probably provide another storage for dynamite. We are kind of maxed out on the dynamite storage, as well as the paper storage. Now, paper, not overly concerned, but we are going to need just an enormous amount of dynamite. So let's get some more dynamite storage in there. I'll just kind of make a path over like that. So let's get all of that built. Okay, so this is built. So I'm going to come through here, delete these paths, and then we need to delete this path. Add a district gate there. Alright, so the drought has started, so let me come over here and pause all of those pumps for now. So we have a new district gate, which means we can come in here and add in a district center. I think I'll add it in there. Get a path over to it like that. And just by squaring it off, kind of gives me a little bit better area to work with in here. Okay, so let's open up our distribution post. And let's add a new route. We're going to come to here. And let's see what we want. Food. We're going to send them carrots. We are going to send them water. So that's all they need to survive. And now let's send them their production stuff. So we're going to send them logs. Oh, let's new route. We're going to send them logs. we are going to send them planks, and we are going to send them explosives. Where are the... There we go. Explosives. Perfect. So let's work on our distribution limits right now. So let's name our district. So District 1 will now be Beaverton. Yeah, we'll call it Beaverton. And now District 2 is going to be the Timber Village. I don't know. Timber Village. If you guys have name suggestions, I'm open to all names. I will change literally all of these. So let's set the district limits. So if I come in here, Timber Village. So let's see, explosives. Keep sending them until they get 100. I like that. Logs, yeah, 100. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I am not the most familiar with how this works. From what I understand, if I set a minimum, it will always make sure that they have a minimum amount. And if I set a high amount, a maximum, they'll stop delivering when they hit this number. So I guess maybe if I always want them to have 50 planks and stop delivering if you get to 150. Stop delivering if you get to 100. Water, I definitely want them to have a minimum. So let's say minimum of 100, maximum of 500 for water. Let's go to carrots. Let's have a minimum of 250 and a maximum of 500. Let's say a minimum water of 250 as well. Planks 50, logs, we'll say 100. Stop delivering if they get to 200. And then explosives. Don't really care if they have a minimum, but let's say don't send them more than 100. Let's do that. So I like those. I like those numbers. And let's get 2 more people on there. Let's give that moderately high priority. Okay. So now, what do we want, really? This is going to sound kind of weird, but I'm going to build a builder's hut, like right off the bat. And I'll probably build that there. Just because builder's hut, I think, will be, you know, quite important for the time being. And they're actually going to come down there and build that. Wow, I did not realize that they would do that. That is good to know. For some reason, I just thought that they would they wouldn't build it because it's not in their district. And let's get some houses in here, because they're going to need them. And let's see, let's get a little row house in there. And then we can probably get some, yeah, something like that. And then we can migrate some beavers. So let's go to manual migration. And let's send maybe 10 adults and 10 children over to Timber Village. So now we have, yeah, plenty of beavers here. Not sure how many homeless. I've got no vacant beds. I do have a bunch of homeless beavers, so I should take care of that. So let's just get a second row of houses going on in here. Like that. Not really sure where I want to put my stairs. Maybe like that. Build a path down there. And I'm actually really glad that this district will help build all this. That's really good to know. Now, one thing that we should do, get some storage going for water. So I could get a water tank there. Then maybe 2 there. So let's set those up for water. And now let's see what we got going for resources. So we got planks. We don't have any logs. We have food. We have water. Or we do have a couple logs. But we really need to get more brought over here. So let's max that out. Okay, so now we have a few vacant beds. Why don't we get these guys maybe a campfire right in here? Something like that. Something like that. Don't really want to put it there because that kind of blocks access back here. Could put it up there. Then I'd have to build up to it. But now that I know that that other district can help build, I'm really not overly concerned about it. Now, one thing that I do want to do... Let's turn on some more plank production, because we're really going to need it. But let's figure out where we want the campfire to go. Now, unfortunately, I can't build it there, because it has to go on solid ground, which is kind of annoying. Let's see, if I build it up to there. That will allow me to get on there. So I guess this is like our little square, you know, where we're at. Yeah, that'll work. And then once we get these stairs built, then they can come up and use that campfire. And that'll be perfect. So down here, we got a decent water supply, decent amount of food, which is good. We don't yet have the explosives. Not sure why. I mean, we're supposed to get it, but maybe they're prioritizing the rest of the stuff for now. So let's let that sit for a little bit until we get those explosives. Or I guess actually we could kind of start to make our way up here, because dynamiting this off is pretty much the whole point of building here. So we want to be able to get up to there. And now we need to be able to get down from here. So if we do that, connect that up, that should get built. And then we can get up here and clear these resources. Clear those trees out of there. That should be good. All right, so let's see. Still no explosives, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Let's see how we're doing for water. We could let a little bit of water out of here. So let's drop this down to maybe like that much. Just once it overflows. I'm not overly concerned about it overflowing down here because it means it'll just get pumped into the system here. Okay, so now let's set up some storage for some of these goods. So for food, Just trying to think of how to lay this out effectively. Something like that. So this will be for carrots. This will be for explosives, I guess. And then we could get a large log pile, like in there. Oh, I could actually fit a large log pile there. So let me get rid of that. I'm going to fit a large log pile there. And then another warehouse there. Maybe like that. Don't know if they can pick up that far, so I'm just going to get rid of those. This will be for logs. This will be for carrots. This one, yeah, I guess for explosives. Don't think we need a giant storage for explosives, but maybe. Yeah, I mean, the small warehouse only holds 30, so I guess we do need it. Let's think about our well-being. Would love to get some medical beds. Maybe I'll get a couple grindstones. And then some shrubs in here. Maybe a beaver statue in there. And then get some shrubs. Like in that. Like that. That would probably be good. Just to save the land. Gonna do something like that. And then run the path along there. Might as well. Okay. So that is going well. Unfortunately, we can't really do much over here until we get those explosives. Now, they did get this cleared, which is really good to see. So maybe if we get a path up there, they can build that. Then we can start to dynamite that out. See how these trees are doing? They're still quite a ways off. We do have plenty of trees up here. Our wood supply is finally doing well. And our planks are also being produced at a pretty solid rate. So I'm going to turn those two back on. Now we do have quite a few... Let's see, where are these vacancies? So yeah, there's 30 vacancies here. 12 unemployed beavers here. So I might send 10 back to the other districts. So now we only have 2 unemployed here. Again, they're just builders for now because I just need to get this cleared. And that should help us over here. Now we only have 20. Interestingly enough, these need deeper water to function. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess, for when we're in a drought. Well, let's go ahead and strain a little bit more water into here. So we'll just keep this going just until we see that overflow. Bring that back up. We do have plenty of water stored in our little canals here. So that's good. That is good. All right. And the explosives are just not arriving here. And I'm kind of wondering if it's because they're just constantly delivering. Let's see. I wonder if they're just constantly delivering water and carrots. Maybe if I add like a minimum number of explosives, like if I say minimum of 20, maybe they'll start to deliver the explosives over here. But it kind of makes me wonder if I should So let's see, I'm going to put 2 there. 2 paths there, because I want a path to run like right along here. Because then I'm going to put in some water pumps here. So let's go pump, pump, pump. And how are we going to get down here? I mean, I guess I could go this way. Go under here, just to, again, save the land. And I'm going to make all of these maximum workplace priority. And that should sort out the water, and then I can turn off the... Okay, yeah, so we're getting explosives now. So we have 28. Perfect. All right, so now it's time to start laying explosives up here. And get that stuff detonated. So I'm going to put one of these on... I'm going to put 2 of them on the lowest priority. Actually, let's do that. And I'm going to say maximum priority is laying those explosives. So let's get that done. Now this drought is almost over, and it's good that it's almost over. We've nearly pumped all the water down here that we can. And we do have tons of water, so I'm not overly concerned. And once we're no longer in a drought, I'll go ahead and unpause all of these water pumps, and we should replenish it very quickly. But, you know, just something to keep in mind. Getting self-sufficient water going here will definitely be of value. Still have 2 unemployed beavers here. We are out of logs, interestingly enough. There are logs up here, they're just not transferring them down. So I wonder if a hauling post would be something that we might want in here. Let's see how we're doing for vacancies over here. Still 11. We do have 17 children, so you know, hopefully that will kind of offset. But let's see, maybe actually another builder's hut could be useful. I'm going to say build that first, and then come over here and lay the rest of the dynamite. Okay, so let's migrate over 2 more beavers just to fill that role. So let's go 2. Now we should have max builders in here, which is good. Just the one thing that we're going to be lacking is the resources. We do have the maximum number of people here. Alright, and now we can detonate off top of that, which is good. And this is going well. I might prioritize this one water pump for now, and we can migrate over 1 additional beaver, or just wait for one to be born over here so that we can start pumping some water down here. Okay. So now water is once again flowing through our tree area. None of these trees died during the drought, which is great. We're doing just fine on food. If I go ahead and click on this district so I can just isolate, we're doing great on food and water. Mine as well. come in here and free those up. Now, I do think we really need some additional housing over here. So let's get another set of these huge barracks. And let's get these built. With some paths. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that'll be able to reach, no problem. And then I could honestly probably get a whole nother set in here. We definitely have the resources over here to be building this. We're starting to make a ton of planks again. We got a ton of logs. This is actually nearly full. Not quite, but nearly full. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we have one too many lumberjacks down here. Just because they've completely overlapped the production of logs here. Similarly here, they're not doing terrible, although these are nearly full. So, it's just a question of filling up our log storage. Then we should be good to go. So down here we have 3 vacancies. Interesting. I wonder if we had some deaths. Oh no, it's these. So let's pause 2 of those. So now we should only have 1 vacancy. We do have a ton of explosives, so let's continue our project. And let us continue to just dynamite off the top of this. We'll go ahead and clear those off. Alright, so let's go to storage. So small pile, that holds 20. We could use these for planks. It's not a terrible idea, just to give us a little bit of excess with the plank capacity. Not a terrible idea. Although I'd probably rather use these for water, these 2 spaces. Because what I'm thinking is if we go in here and we add in a hauling post right here, we don't really need it for now, but it will be useful in the future. So why don't we get that built? And then, I don't know, maybe I'll actually just do that. It's not nearly as, you know, actually useful, but I think it'll be good. Hauling post, yeah, that'll be moderate priority, although I am going to pause it when it kicks itself off, so that should be good. Man, we got those laid fast. So let's get those clear. Delete these. And then come in here and lay more explosives. We can go ahead and put a path there, and they should be able to reach all of these. Do something like that, just to make sure that they can reach. And then we'll just start to work our way down from there. You can see all the beavers just running up there. We are going to pause this building so that we just have maximum builders in here. We do have 1 unemployed. So I am going to unpause another water pump. So hopefully that can take care of the water. Interestingly, these guys are moving logs. Not sure why they're doing that. Instead of actually doing their jobs. Curious. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Kind of makes me want to turn this on. Let's do 4 workers for now. That should mean that we have 4 vacancies. So why don't we come over here and just migrate 4 over here. Like that. So now there should be... Okay, so now there's 1 that's unemployed. So I guess I could add one on there. Now we will detonate the top off of that. And let's start to work our way down. Get that all dynamited off. And then I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably damming, like right here. So why don't we start to lay that out? I'll probably do levees there. Bring it up to there. And then put a dam in there. Yeah, something like that. And then I was actually thinking what would be pretty cool is if I grab that and then go into housing and actually build like houses actually on the dam. Kind of think that would be cool. But who knows? And then we would need something like that. Something like that. And then some stairs going over. Maybe I'll delete that for now. And we are going to put this on the absolute lowest priority. Actually, I'll just put these. I don't even know if they can get in range of the dam itself, but if they can, that would be pretty cool to get that built. At least I think that would be cool. I might go ahead and pause like 2 of them for now. Because unfortunately we just don't have the wood production to keep up with all of this. We do have the explosive production. Is there anything? Let's see if there's anything over here that I want to dynamite. I have been thinking about kind of cleaning this area up, but I don't really have the ability for now. I was also thinking about cutting the top off of this for probably no reason, but I mean, we have the dynamite, so might as well do it, I guess. So let's get some explosives in here. Let's blow the top off that. It's too far to reach for now, but it really shouldn't be once we get this going. We'll get that dynamited. All of this is in range, which is perfect. And we really only have to go down a couple more levels, so it's not that far. It's not that far off from when we'll be able to do this. Let's see, we have 1 unemployed. We are doing pretty well on the water here, but I might just get him employed for now. And part of me wants to disable that, the water delivery. And let's see how they do. So we can detonate that. We can come into here, get rid of that path. Put down dynamite in there. It's not too far. So they should be able to get that done. And man, they're working really hard. Got tons of carrots over here. This has so many carrots here. So I kind of want to go... Yeah, that is 500 max. Let's drop that down to like 350. Because I really don't want this whole thing to just fill up with carrots and then be totally useless. And let's change the planks as well. I feel like 100 planks is too much. Let's bring that down to 50. Let's bring this down to 20. And I might move this to 150, 250. That way it'll just never fill up with one single good. There'll always be space for it to kind of balance itself. Okay. So let's check out this district again, just make sure we're doing okay. Tons of food, tons of water. Although not too much water. Maybe I'll turn on one more water pump. And we're getting tons of explosives laid up here for I mean, no reason other than why not? Why not? You know. So let's get that blown up. On a path over to here. And then let's see what we need for platforms. We'll need a couple like that. A couple to get up to there. And then I guess we could cut these down, although these are maples, so I kind of want to put that in there, and then go to cut trees. Tell them to cut that. This kind of reminds me, how are we doing with our cutting space? Okay, so none of this is marked for cutting. So let's fix that. So we'll get this area marked. Just like that. You can totally mark areas for cutting that are, you know, under buildings. I just don't like to, for whatever reason. These maples really need to catch up. We are doing okay on the lumber supply, but just we're not quite there yet. Once this pays off, then I think we'll be good. So let's detonate all of this, and then let's come into here. Let's see if I can get away with doing this entire thing. Yeah, no, I can't. So let's back that off. Let's see. Does that get me in range? It does. Perfect. And then once we get all that clear, we will lay out our next road setup and start dynamiting once again. I was also thinking that I could dynamite off these little areas and get some more trees planted in there. Pretty sure none of these are too far, so could get that done. We're cutting these logs down. That'll be perfect, and then we can dynamite the top off of that. Let's see how far that is from our district center. Yeah, we should totally be in range, especially when we lay some roads out around here to get that top cut off. Perfect. And they're actually coming over here to build these platforms, interestingly enough. But obviously dynamite is the priority, so let's get that going. And now let's lay out our road connection. Let's see how that is for coverage. Perfect. We can lay that out. And here come the worker beavers to get all these explosives laid. We are doing just fine for water over here. Not stellar. And I think actually, yeah, these are actually completely out of range. That's why they're not pumping. So I actually might get them to come down here and work on this dam. So let's prioritize that. Not the house, just the dam. Let's get that built. It's going to require logs. We have plenty of logs here. So hopefully they can get that done. This is just all logs, if my memory serves. And now hopefully we get some delivered from the other city. Let's go ahead and blow that up just for fun. Because that actually makes sense now as to why no one was working on that project. And this should be well within range, yeah. Totally is. So we should be able to get that built. Okay. Now we can also detonate these. Get a piece of dynamite in there. I don't think I have anything else queued up, so that should get built pretty fast. This guy's clearing out the logs up there. And why he didn't just build that, I have no idea. But this guy's going to come along and save the day. And now let's get some maples planted in there. And then let's change our cutting area to make sure that that is included. Some of these trees are starting to go. So I think I'm going to wait for, I would say, maybe half of that to fill up before I unpause those. And then a lot of these trees are starting to get there. This area is doing fine. These look like they're being emptied to be brought over to the main facility over here, which is okay. We are starting to get there with the dam, which is perfect. This is just going to be like an overflow dam, so I don't need locks here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to reroute the water around, if that makes sense. So essentially, once this is clear, I'm probably going to make like a cut into here and then bring the water like this and then dump it back in. And that will make this whole area green and plantable for trees, which is exactly what I want. But for now, this finishing this dam is priority because we're probably getting pretty low on water. Yeah, only 94 in this district right now. So, and we have our pumpers in there. They're not in range. If you see down here, they can't actually reach the water. So we really need to get this dam done. I'm glad that I noticed that before I just let them all die. That would have been pretty unfortunate. Now, one thing that is occurring is we are not keeping up with our quantity of logs here. We're using a tremendous amount to get this done. But there we go. So now this should start to fill up. Now, whether that, I honestly don't know if that's enough water to support 3 pumps. It might not be. We're gonna have to see. Because what I could do is make this double wide, going all the way down here. Which would be a pain. A huge pain. But it might be what has to happen, just because I don't know if we're going to have enough water after these 3 pumps to support this. We're going to have to see if this starts to overflow. But anyway, now that that's built, I will get our other lodge in here. Let's get rid of both of those. And let's bring that down to lowest priority once again, so that we focus on the dynamiting. Yeah, and we should have enough water, especially because these only pump during the day. You know, if they were pumping constantly, that would be more of an issue. But I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, now that I really think about it. But anyway, they will carry on with the explosives laying. And this is going really well. Anyway, guys, I think this is going to bring us to the end of the episode. And right there, we got our overflow. If you guys made it this far and you enjoyed the episode, definitely consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check out some of my other series. I have several great Transport Fever series. At least I think they're great. I had a lot of fun making them. I also have a great Frostpunk series. Hoping to continue the Frostpunk probably after this Timberborn playthrough, I think. So if you got any other games you want me to check out, definitely let me know in the comments. Leave a like. Again, leave a comment, help with the engagement on the video. Plus, I just like getting them; it's motivating. And until the next time, I'll see you guys. So have a great day. Thanks. Bye.